Let's stop pretending, Emily. You don't need that car anymore. It's wasted on you.
That car is mine. You don't get to take it from me.
Mom, you're making this harder than it needs to be.
You're retired. You stay home all day. You're just taking up space now.
I worked my whole life so you could stand in this house.
What do you mean you paid for it?
So give us the keys and stop making this difficult.
No. I gave the car to someone who actually needed it.
You gave it away?
I had barely retired when my daughter-in-law Jessica walked into my house like she owned the place and announced she had decided to sell my car because I did not need it anymore, and the way she said it was not a suggestion, it was an order. My son Michael stood behind her in the doorway, silent eyes lowered, a grown man shrinking instead of speaking. Jessica crossed her arms and said the money would be better used for their down payment, that a woman my age had no reason to be driving around, and that it was time someone made responsible decisions for me. My stomach dropped, not because of the car, but because she said it so easily, like I was no longer a person, but a problem to be managed. I am Emily, and that silver sedan in my garage was not just transportation, it was something I earned tutoring after school, selling pies on weekends, saving quietly while raising my son alone after my husband passed. That car carried my groceries, my grief, and my independence, and she wanted the keys by the next morning. Jessica left without a goodbye, expensive perfume lingering in my kitchen, while humiliation sat heavy in my chest. That night I spread my retirement papers across the table, my old teaching awards beside pension documents, and I realized I was still trying to earn respect from people who enjoyed withholding it. At dawn, I made one phone call, not to argue or beg, but to someone who had never treated me like a burden, a former student named Lucy, who cleaned houses all day and pushed her young son in a wheelchair to therapy on buses. When Lucy arrived, her hands were cracked from work and her eyes were tired from carrying everything alone. And I told her I wanted to give her my car. She tried to refuse until I said the truth, that gratitude and dignity had kept me standing while my own family was turning me into a transaction. 2 hours later, the title was in her name, and when I placed the keys in her shaking palm, I felt peace for the first time in months. That afternoon, Jessica returned with a man ready to buy the car for cash and froze at the empty garage like the air had slapped her. She demanded to know where the car was, and I said I gave it to someone who truly needed it. She turned on Michael, ordering him to fix it, but he only stared at me like he had forgotten who raised him. I did not raise my voice. I only said one sentence that ended, "Everything you do not get to manage my life, just because you stopped seeing my value." So tell me if your own family treated you like a bank account and a burden at the same time. Would you still hand them the keys, or would you choose your dignity? Pick a side and like, share, and comment what you would have done.